सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ सुखं नित्यं स्वप्रकाशं व्यापकं नामरूपयोः अधिष्ठानं बुद्ध्यबोध्यं बुद्धेर्हृद्यत्तु निर्मलम् अपारं सर्ववेदान्त वेद्यं प्रत्यक्परं महः तदेवाहं न मत्तोऽन्यते इति मे Page 81, first paragraph, third line, middle. Kincha yadi valmikastha sarpaha dosha sahita chakshusha grihyate tarhi शुद्धनेत्रेण व्यवहित वस्तु प्रत्यक्षे वस्तु प्रत्यक्षं न भवति किन्तु दुष्टनेत्रेण एव इति वक्तव्यम् तस्माद् दोषसहित चक्षुषः सामर्थ्यं वर्धत इति तते इति अत्र दृष्टान्तः नास्ति इति चेत् Nischaladasa, dealing with the topic of Khyativada connected to the erroneous perception. Different systems of philosophies talk about erroneous perception in different ways. Shunyavadi, the Buddhist, talk about Asakyativada. Then Kshanika Vijnanavadi talks about Atmakyativada. Then Nyāya Vaisheshika people talk about Akyativada, Anyatha Kyativada. We completed Asatkyati of Shunyavada Buddhist, who is known as Madhyamika Buddhist, and we completed Atmakyativada of Kshanika Vijnanavadi or Yogacara Buddhist, and then we entered Anyatha Kyativada of Nyāyika and Vaisheshika. While introducing that, he gave one example how Purapakshi comes with an example. When this Nyāyika Vaisheshika says erroneous perception, the whole example is rope snake. All in 4 Vadas, we are talking about rope snake example, Rajju Sarpa Drishtanta. In that Rajju Sarpa Drishtanta, this Nyāyika said in that previous page, Paramārthika Sarpasya Chakshushascha Madhye, even though there is an obstruction, Kudya, the obstruction is there, this person sees the snake other side, really he sees. Paramārthika Sarpa, real sarpa he sees, he says that. Even there is a defect in the eyes also. Because of some dosha, this person sees a real snake. This person sees upon the rope, he sees a real snake. For that, Purva Pakshi is asking, Nanu dosha samavadhanena vastunaha. If there is a dosha in your eyes, how is it possible he can see that snake, real snake upon the rope, if there is a dosha? Nyāyika, Vaisheshika, Purva Pakshi says, if there is a dosha, only he sees that. Normally we question, how can we see when there is a dosha in the eyes? For that he asked, Na vriddhihi. When there is a dosha in that eyes, they cannot have the samarthyam to see or superimposition also. Yatha, he says, Vata pitta kapadi doshaihi. He used the example here, Purva Pakshi. Purva Pakshi asking the Nyāyika. What is that example? When a person is having Vata defect, that means Vayu problem in the stomach, Pitta, Agni Sambandha dosha, Kapha, Jala Sambandha dosha is there, Jhataragnehi, the digestion cannot be taken place properly. Even liquids also he cannot digest. Kuntita bhavati, they will become so feeble, the function is feeble. Tatha timiradi doshaihi chakshushaha. Like that, when there is a problem in the eyes, jaundice problem or cataract problem, can you say a person who is having cataract, he sees those things which are far away also? How can you say so? Vision gets decreased as you get cataract. That's what he is asking. Timiradi doshaihi chakshushaha. Shaktirapi kuntita eva bhavit. Its Shakti, the power of seeing also kuntita, become weaker. Kincha. Yadi valmikastha sarpaha. You are talking about that sarpa which is in the ant hill. Valmikastha means what? Ant hill. That sarpa which is in the ant hill. Sarpaha dosha sahita chakshusha grihyate. Can he sees the cataract person can see the snake which is in the ant hill, sees on the rope. See, ant hill is the wall, it is like a thick wall, ant hill. It is an obstacle. It is like Uddiyam only, wall only. But that sarpa which is in the ant hill, really he sees on the rope. What you said is not correct. Tarihi, if you say so, what will happen? All defective eyes see the things, then good eyes, who are all having good eyes, they cannot see. That is the meaning we are telling. Shuddha netrena vyavahita vastu pratyaksham na bhavati. Shuddha netra means a defect-free eye. Defect-free eyes cannot see. According to Nyāyika, Vaiseshika, only defective eye alone can see the things which are away also, remote also, they only appear really. If you say, that means the people who are having good vision, vyavahita vastu, they cannot see. The far distant things they cannot see. It is just like saying, two persons are walking on the road. One person is having cataract. Another person is not having cataract. Young person is an old person. This Nyāyika Drishtanta is this. A person who is having cataract see the far away distant things. This person sees means what? A person whose eyes are perfect, he cannot see. In a cataract person only sees. This person cannot see. Appadi ahardi chonna madri aidithipo. You are telling like that, Tarihi Shuddha Netrena. Shuddha Netrena means cataract free eyes. Or any defect free eyes. Vyavahita vastu saprathyaksham. Vyavahita vastu means far away, remote object. The sarpa is remote only, which is in the ant hill, is not here. It is somewhere, Katula irukkum, and the ant hill. There alone sarpa is there. Vyavahita means distant, far away. Vyavahitam pratyaksham na bhavati. For a person who is having good eye vision, he cannot see the far things, but who is having cataract, he will see. What you are talking, Purvapakshi is asking the Nyāyika. Kintu dushtanetrena eva iti vaktavyam. Dushtanetram alone can see the faraway things. Shuddhanetram cannot see. As your example. Because he said that only. Tasmat dosha sahita chakshushaha. Therefore, when the dosha is there in that eyes, samarthyam vardhate iti, you are telling samarthyam increases. Its capacity increases to see faraway things. Atra drishtantaha nasti iti ched. There is no drishtanta, nowhere we hear in this world. What? Cataract person sees faraway things. A person free from cataract cannot see things. In the madri drishtantame illave illai. If you say so, Purvapakshi, if you say so, I will give you an example. What example? He is going to give an example. When there is pittam in the stomach, over digestion takes place. Where there is no samarthyam, for Jataragni, there is no samarthyam to digest the food, really speaking. Now Nyāyika is answering to that Purvapakshi. You are telling there is no example. I will give you the example. When there is a defect, function is more. Perfectly function can be done. I will give you the example now. What example? Now up to here we saw in the last class. Now Nischala is talking about Nyāyika. Nyāyika Vaiseshika people give that another example for a Purvapakshi. How a defective eye can see the faraway things really. I will tell you. Nayam doshaha drishtanta sadbhavat tathahi pittadhikya prayukta bhasmaka rogabhibhutasya kasyachit chaturgunitamapyannam ksudham ksamayitum nalam bhavati tatra pitta doshena yatha jataragnehe pachana shakti vardhate tatha chakshushopi doshair vyavahita sarpadim pratyakshīkarana shaktihi vardhata iti vaktum yuktam Itham cha Valmīkādi pradeshāntare Sthita sarpasya Anyatha prakarantarena Purovasthita Rajjudeshe khyatihi Spuranam abhivadanam cha Anyatha khyātiriti kathyate Nayam doshaha. There is no dosha in my example. Nayam doshaha. What example I have given? Pitta problem, reduce the stomach digestion problem. What I said, that is, there is no dosha because digestion sometimes increase also. Over-digestion is also possible. Drishtanta sadbhavat. There is a drishtanta. What is that example? Tathahi. To explain that example, pittadhikya yuktam bhasmaka rogadi. Pittadhikyam, when the pittam is more in the body. Agni tattvam is more, suppose. Adhikya means suppose more it is. Then what? Bhasmaka roga. There is a roga called Bhasmaka roga. Whatever you eat, it makes into ashes. Bhasma. Some people after eating immediately. Chaturguni. You see. Kasyachit chaturgunitam api annam. 4 times some people eat. Morning, Madhyanam, and afternoon also 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, and night. How many times? 4 times they eat. That is the meaning. Kasya chit. Some people they eat. Chaturgunitam api. Chaturgunitam means 4 times annam. They take food. Kshudham shamayitum nalam bhavati. Their hunger will not go away. After eating, sometimes they come and say, I am feeling hungry and now. After eating again second time also, I am feeling hungry. Whenever they open their mouth, they say, I am feeling hungry. Ennachi saapatnadella bhasma edutana. That is called bhasmaka rogam. There are people like that, in spite of eating 4 times, still they feel hungry. Have you seen that such type of people or not? There are such people. Na alam bhavati. Even 4 times of food also not sufficient. Na alam means, na alam means na alam. Not sufficient for them. Why? Tatra pitra doshena. Because they have pitta dosha. Yatha jataragnehi. In that jataragni, there is a Jataragni means a juice fire juice to digest the food in the stomach. It will be there. Jataragni. Pachana shakti vardhate. Because of pitta dosha, over digestion. Pachana shakti means digesting capacity vardhate, increases. Because of that a person is having bhasmaka roga. 4 times he eats, but still he feels hungry. Sometimes parents say, "Enna pisachi madri saapidren." Pisachi madri, you are eating like 4 times you have eaten food, still you are feeling hungry. Tadha, similarly, chakshushaha api, just like that only, eyes also. Doshaihi vyavahita sarpadi pratyakshīkarana shaktihi vardhate. Similarly, even though there is a dosha in the eyes, they are able to see vyavahita sarpa. Which sarpa is remote? Vyavahita means remote. far away. They are able to see vardhate iti vaktum yuktam. It is proper to say this type of capacity to see the far away things is also possible. Correct? Vasmaka roga is digesting more food. Now its capacity is increased or decreased? Increased. Adhe madri, eyes dosha also increase the power of the eye. That is why this person able to see that anthill snake upon the rope. What snake is it? Real snake. He sees the real snake. Nammave mudiyala. Indha madri Nayyayika Vaiseshika talks about erroneous perception. Now, he says, Yuktam, Itham cha Valmīkādi pradeshāntare sthita sarpasya. That sarpa which is in that anthill, Anyatha Prakaraṇa-granthas means seeing that snake as here, Prakaraṇa as real snake here. That anthill snake he sees here as real. Prakaraṇa is equal to Anyatha Khyati. We are studying about Anyatha Khyati. Is equal to Prakaraṇa is equal to Purovasthita Rajju Deshe Khyatihi. That snake he sees upon this rope which is in front of him. Purovasthita Rajju means that rope which is in front of him. What he is seeing? Snake. Which snake? That snake which is in the anthill. How he is seeing? Real snake. It is real snake. Khyatihi means Spuranam Abhivadanam. What he says? I am experiencing the snake and I am seeing the snake Abhivadanam. He experienced the snake and he utters the statement Abhivadanam also. Both he does. Anyatha Khyatiridi Kathyate. This is called Anyatha Khyatihi. Now, there are two types of Anyatha Khyati. Now he is going to introduce already confusion. Adikulla Anyatha Khyati is of two types. What is that? Prachina Nayyayika and Navina Nayyayika, two types of Nayyayikas. Prachina Nayyayika means old logical system of philosophy. Old logical system of philosophy. Navina means now current, modern Nayyayika system of philosophy. New logical system of philosophy is called Navina Nayyayika system of philosophy. Old Nayyayika system of philosophy, new Nayyayika system of philosophy, both of them are having different view about Khyativada. Anyatha Khyati only, but there is slight difference between both of them. What is that? We will read now that portion. 142. Atra Navya Nayyayika Chintamani Karamatam. Atra Navya Nayyayika Chintamani Karamatam. First, I will explain the heading. Atra, with regard to this Anyatha Khyati. Atra means with regard to this third Khyati called Anyatha Khyati. Navya Nayyayika. Navya means new. Nayyayika means logical system of philosophy. Logicians. Nayyayika, including Vaisheshika also. Who are they? Chintamani Karamatam. Matam means view. Chintamani Kara means an author who wrote a text called Tattva Chintamani. Chintamani Kara, the author who wrote Tattva Chintamani is called Chintamani Kara. Tattva Chintamani Kara Matam. Who is that author? Gangeshopadhyaya. The name is not given here. His name is called Gangeshopadhyaya, who born in Bengal in 12th century. In 12th century, born in Bengal, Gangeshopadhyaya, who wrote Tattva Chintamani. He is the Navya Nayyayika, new Nayyayika. That means he won't accept the old Nayyayikas Anyatha Khyat. What he says, we'll read. Dosha Sahita Chakshusha Valmika Dosha Sahita Chakshusha Valmika Gata Sarpaha Sahita Chakshusha Valmika Gata Sarpaha Yadi Drishyeta Tarhi Madhyastha Padarthantara Darshanamapi Apadyate Tasmad Vyavahitam Vastu Na Netrena Grihyate Kintu Dushtanetrasya Rajjuhu Na Swaswarupena Bhasate Bhasate Tu Sarpadhyakarena Tasmat Rajjuhu Anyatha Prakarantarena Sarpadhyakarena Khyatihi Spuranam Abhivadanam Cha Anyatha Khyatiriti. Atra Navya Nayyayika Matam is this. What he says? He is arguing with the Prachina Nayyayika. See, Prachina Nayyayika and Navya Nayyayika's difference is what? Upon the rope, snake is perceived. Dosha Sahita Chakshusha, upon the rope, snake is perceived. Because of some defect in the eyes, his person sees a snake upon the rope. That is the Prachina Matam. Navya Matam, the difference is Prachina Matam gives more importance to Prameyam. Prameya Pradhana Matam. Prameya Pradhana Matam is Prachina Nayyayika, Prachina Nyāya Matam. Whereas Navya Nayyayika Matam talks about, that is Chintāmanikāra Matam, they give not Prameyam, they give importance to Pramāna. Different Pramanams they give importance. Pradhana. Pramana Pradhana Matam, Navya Nayyayika Matam. Prameya Pradhana Matam, Prachina Nayyayika Matam. What is Prameya? What is Pramana? Prameya means object. Pramana means instrument. So, Prachina Navyayika Matam gives importance to the snake Prameyam. Navya Nayyayika Matam gives Anumana Pramanam predominantly. Anumana Pramanam. Pramanams, but Anumana Pramanam predominant. That is the difference between both of them. So, Paroksha Sarpasya Pratyakshena Darshanam. Paroksha Sarpasya Pratyakshena Darshanam. 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 Pratyak seeing the ant-hill snake upon the rope, a snake which is there remotely, seems as located proximately. Remote snake seeing proximately is called anyatha khyati. Adi gnapakam vechukonu. Remote snake seen as proximate snake. That is anyatha khyati. Now this Navina Nyāyika says that is wrong. I don't accept that because dosha sahita chakshusha valmīkhasthagatah sarpaha yadi drishyeta. Suppose a person sees that snake which is remote, far away in the hill. Now he sees here. Then what will happen? Yadi drishyeta. Suppose he sees that tarhi. Then madhyastha padarthantara darshanamapi apadyate. Why can't he see in between things also? He sees the remote snake located on the rope. Why can't he see all other things around? Only why snake? Ant-hill, snake is there. Okay. Between ant-hill snake and me, who is seeing the snake, there are some other things are also there or not? Around certain things are also there. This person can see they also, all those things also. He can superimpose them also. Remote thing, entity is seeing here proximate. In between things also he must see. That's what he is asking. What is that? Madhyastha padarthantara. Madhyastha means in between ant-hill, sarpa and that person, between the rope, there are padarthantara means different objects. Darshanamapi, possibility of seeing them. Darshanamapi. Apadyate is possible. That also he can see. Tasmat vyavahitam vastuna netrena grihyate. He can see other things also. Therefore, you cannot say only remote things. You see only remote thing. Suppose you are standing end of this street and you are seeing the near the Panagal Park what car is coming. Suppose, according to Prachina Nyāyika, remote object is seeing. Navina Nyāyika asking in the end person who is standing and seeing the Panagal Park object, what is there? In between objects, won't he see? In between objects, won't he see? He will see. That is why you cannot say only vyavahitam. Vyavahita vastu alone you cannot say. In between things also he will see. This is puriyadilliyo. Vyavahita vastu alone you cannot say. In between things also he will see. Kintu dushta netrasya rajjuhu na swaswarupena bhasate. But this person is not able to see remote object snake he sees upon the rope. Okay, in between things he sees. But this dushta netra not able to see this rope, which is very proximate. Proximate rope theriyaliya. Far away snake he is seeing upon the rope. In between things also he can see, except rope as rope. As that we are talking, kintu dushta netrasya rajjuhu na swaswarupena bhasate. Bhasate tu swaswarupena na bhasate. But that rope is not appearing for him as rope. But how it is appearing? Bhasate tu sarpadhyakarena. But it is appearing for him as sarpa. Appa, what a powerful eyes. What he said, eyes get a lot of power to see the far away things. ஓ அப்படிப்பட்ட பவர் இருந்தால் ரோப்பை ஏன் பார்க்க முடியாது? Power is more, he is telling. If power is there to see, he cannot see rope as rope. He is able to see far away the rope, snake upon the rope. But he is not able to see rope as rope. என்ன இது கதை? நவ்ய நையாயிகா ஆஸ்கிங் பிராச்சீன நையாயிகா. அவனுக்குள்ளே சண்டை. ஓகே. சர்ப்பாத்யாகாரேண பாசதே tasmat, therefore what? Oh prachina nayyayika, you are wrong. What I want to say? Rajjoho anyatha khyatihi means prakarantarena sarpadi ācaryena khyatihi. It is appearing as snake khyatihi spuranam abhivadanam cha anyatha khyatiriti. You should not say ant hill snake, real snake. He is superimposing the snake upon the rope. That's what you have to say. Very close to Vedānta. Navya Nayyayika Matam is very close to Vedānta Matam. But we give Jnanadhyasa. But Navya Nayyayika Jnanadhyasa means non-existent snake. You are superimposing only Jnanadhyasa. We are attacking. Adhyasa is here, not in prameyam. Not in prameyam. But this person is talking about it is superimposed snake only, not vyavahita, not far away snake. Now you have to remember Prachina Nayyayika, Navya Nayyayika, Vedāntin. Prachina Nayyayika says far away snake. This person says far away is not required. He superimposed the snake upon the rope. Therefore that snake is real. For Navya Nayyayika also and Prachina Nayyayika also, snake is real for them. But for us, snake is not real. That is the difference between Vedāntin and Navya Nayyayika. We also talk about superimposition of the snake. But for us it is unreal. But for those people, it is real snake. For Prachina Nayyayika, remote snake. Even if Prachina Navya Nayyayika, proximate snake. Nearby snake superimposed upon the rope. That is the difference. Purinja parvala puriyadu theriyum, konja confusion da. Okay. Afterwards you will understand. Not now. Little you can understand now why he is talking. Confusion, always confusion da. Okay. Now let us go to fourth khyati. Now we have completed how many? 3 khyatis. Now fourth khyati is akhyati. 143. Akhyati matam purvokta matatraya khandanancha tatrakhyati vadinaha ayam ashayah asatkhyatim mataritya yatya sadapi pratiyeta tarhi vandhya putra shashashrungadayah api pratiyeran तथा प्रतीत्यभावात् असंगतमेव असत्ख्यातिमतम् अख्यातिमतम् फोर्थ मतम अख्यातिमतम् Sānkhya and Prakaraṇa-granthas. I said in the previous page when I am talking 4 matams, who is that holding that view, Sānkhya philosopher and Prabhakaras, Mīmāṃsaka, Akhyati matam, and they condemn, they refute all the three matams. Previous three matams they condemn. Who Sānkhya and Prabhakara refute Kshanika Vijnanavadis Atmakhyati, Shunyavadis Asatkyati, and Nyāyikas Anyathakyati. All the three of them he negates. But Anyathakyati, two are there. He need not negate two of them. First Anyathakyati he need not negate, because second Anyathakyati Navina Nyāyika already negated. So that Sānkhya philosopher need not negate. Now Sānkhya philosopher Prabhakara Matam have to negate only 1, 2 and 3 la second. 3 la second then 3. Navya Nyāyika Anyathakyati he has to refute. First now he is refuting Shunyavadis Asatkyatavada. What is that? Khandana means refutation. Purvokta Matatrayam. All the three. First he takes Tatra Akhyātivādinaha Ayam Ācayaha. What this Shunyavadi said, Madhyamika Buddhist, Ācayaha, his opinion, Asatkyatim Mataritya, according to Shunyavada Buddhist, Asatkyatirithya, Yadi Asadapi Pratiyeta, non-existent snake only appearing. He said, Shunyavadi said, Asadapi Pratiyeta. It is not there, snake is not there, but appearing. Who said? Shunyavadi said. Now he is asking, Pratiyeta Tarhi. Then what will happen if it is not existent and appearing? Vandhyaputra should appear. Barren woman who is not having children, her son should appear. Asat putraha should appear. Who is asking whom? Sānkhya Asatkya Akhyātivādi challenging the Asatkyātivāda. Asatana illamale irukku, illada or snake he is seeing upon the rope ani sonna avan. Illadadi paakaraanu sonna enakku illada and Vandhyaputran naan paakanum. Idu paatha na anga andamma oda payyanoda paakanuma illaya? Not only that, Seshashrungam also I should see. What is that? Seshashrunga? Rabbit horn. No rabbit horn is available. According to Buddhist what? Illadadi oru paakaranu sonniya. Appo naan illada muil kombu paakanum. Muilku illada kombu paakanuma vendama? Ena illadana paathita ni sonniye. Adinal illada kombu paakanum. Paakalaye. I am not seeing both. Vandhyaputra also not available. Seshashrunga also not available. How non-existent snake I can see upon the rope? Therefore you are wrong. Seshashrungadayaha api pratiyeran. Pratiyeran is vidhilinga, bahuvachanam. Pratiyeta ekavachanam, pratiyeyatam dvivachanam, pratiyeran, which should have been appeared to me, Seshashrunga and Vandhyaputra. Tatha pratiti abhavad, pratityabhavat is there, pratitihi plus abhavat. Such a type of experience is not available. A barren woman's son I never see. And I never see rabbit horn, abhavat. Anyatha bhavan, asangatameva asathyati matam. Therefore, your matam is ruled out. நம்ம ஒன்றும் பண்ண வேண்டாம். இவனே அந்த மூணு மத்தம் ரெஃப்யூட் பண்ணுறான். நமக்கு என்ன வேலை தெரியுமோ? We have to refute only அக்யாதிவாத். அதுதான் நம்ம வேலை மிச்சம். Okay. Now further. Now Kshanika Vijnanavadi also is refuting. Yadi Kshanika Vijnanavadi Mataritya Pratikshanam Anyatha Bhavanti Buddhi Sarpadyakaratam Prapnuyat Tada Kshanadurdhvam Tatsya Sarpasya Pratitirnasyat Parantu Yavad Brahmakalam Sarpa Pratitiranubhavanuvartate Tasmad Atmakhyati Matam Api Anupadeyameva. How this Buddhist Kshanika Vijnanavadi's Atmakhyati is wrong, this Akhyātivādi is presenting now. You are wrong. Yadi, suppose, Kshanika Vijnanavada Mataritya. That argument given by Kshanika Vijnanavadi Yogāchara Buddhist, what he said, Mataritya, according to his view, he is presenting his view and he is giving dosha also on that. Pratikshanam anyatha bhavanti buddhi. Consciousness is kshanikam. Temporary, momentary consciousness. Buddhi means here consciousness. Pratikshanam anyatha. Every second new consciousness is coming. Bhavanti. Bhavanti is also a present active participle adjective to buddhi. Bhavanti buddhi. Bhavanti buddhi. Buddhi, that which is pradikshanam anyatha. Every minute it is changing, every second. Sarpadi ācaratam prapnuyat. First he sees one snake upon the rope and continuously he is seeing for 5 minutes suppose. Every second new snake he has to see. Correct? According to Kshanika Vijnanavadi. Prapnuyat. Tada Kshanadurdhvam. After 1 second. Kshanavana how much? 1 second. After 1 second, urdhvam tasya sarpasya, of that snake which he is seeing upon the rope, pratitihi nasyat, that snake should not be there. Erroneous perception of snake upon the rope, he is seeing. How much time he should see? Kshanam. After that Kshanam he should see. அந்த ஸ்னேக் பார்க்கக்கூடாது, வேறு ஏதாவது பார்க்கணும். ஸ்னேக்கே பார்க்குறானோ என்ன பார்க்குறானோ அது வேற விஷயம். பட் அந்த ஸ்னேக்கும் பார்க்கக்கூடாது. கரெக்ட்? ஸோ பிரதீதிர் நஹ ஸ்னஸ்யாத் பரந்து பட் யாவத் பிரமகாலம், as long as he sees that snake upon the rope, brahmakalam means that at the time of delusion, continuously seeing the snake upon the rope. Even prakarma பார்க்கக்கூடாது, ஒரு க்ஷணம் மாத்திரம்தான் இருக்கணும் அந்த ஸ்னேக்கு. ஆனாலும் அந்த ஸ்னேக் கண்டினியூவாக பார்த்துட்டே இருக்கு, இவனை என்ன பிரமா இருந்துட்டே இருக்கு. ஸோ சர்ப்ப பிரதீதிர் அனுவர்த்ததே. சர்ப்பா இஸ் கண்டினியூஸ்லி சீயிங் அனுவர்த்ததே. தஸ்மாத் ஆத்மக்யாதி மதம் அபி அனுபாதேயம். ஸோ ஆத்மக்யாதி இஸ் ஆல்சோ ராங். ஏன்னா உங்களுடைய சர்ப்பம் க்ஷணக்கந்தான் இருக்கும்ப்பா, இவனுக்கு பிரமம் வந்து 15 நிமிஷம் இருக்கு. பட் யுவர் கான்ஷியஸ்னஸ், சர்ப்ப கான்ஷியஸ்னஸ் இஸ் only kshanam. Therefore atmakhyati is also wrong of Buddhist. Now he is going to refute om anyatha khyati. Which anyatha khyati? second anyatha khyati. Okay, now we'll go to the next page, 82, first paragraph. Anyatha khyate prathamaha prakaraha चिंतामणिकारमतेन खंडितः चिंतामणिकार प्रदर्शित अन्यथा ख्यातिः प्रकारः अपि असंगत एव ज्ञेयाधीनं ज्ञानम् इति प्रसिद्धिः अत्र तु ज्ञेया रज्जुः ज्ञानं तु सर्पविषयकमिति सुतरां विरुद्धमुच्यते तस्मात् चिंतामणिकार अभिमत अन्यथा ख्यातेः आदरानर्हत्वात् अख्यातिरेव शरणमिति सांख्याः प्राभाकराश्चाहुः. Now this champion, Sankhya, Prabhakara, we are only correct because I have refuted Asatkyativadi, Atmakyativadi, Anyatha-kyativadi also wrong because first Anyatha-kyatehe Prathama Prakaraha. Whose Prathama Prakaraha belongs to which people? Na Prachina Nyāyika. Chintamani matena khanditaha. This Chintamani in his Tattva Chintamani, Gangeshopadhyaya refuted first Anyatha Khyati. Therefore I need not refute. But I have to refute Gangeshopadhyaya's Anyatha Khyati. I have to refute. How Chintamani pradarshita Anyatha Khyati. That second view of Nyāyika, Navya Nyāyika's view, Prakaraha api asangata eva. His view also wrong only. I don't accept. Why? Gneyadhinam jnanam. Any knowledge is depending upon gneyam, object. My knowledge is, suppose I know the clip. Clip is gneyam. My knowledge is about clip. Clip knowledge I have. Now, what is important thing in my clip knowledge? Clip is important. Therefore, every knowledge is depending upon gneya vastu. Gneya adhinam jnanam. Very, very important, brilliant argument to refute. Nammakku vela kammi avane pannita parunga. Jnana means vritti jnanam. Gneyadhinam. Gneyam means thought. Gneyadhinam means object. Gneya means object of the thought is gneyam. Object of the thought is gneyam. I have got a thought now. Clip thought. Clip thought I have got. What thought? My thought object is what? Clip. If I have a clip jnanam, I got a thought of clip. So the thought, its object is what? Clip. That's what he is telling here. Gneyam means object of the thought. Gneya vastu is always object of thought. And the thought object edi irukko adu gneyam. ஞானத்துக்கு ஆப்ஜெக்டாக எது இருக்கோ அது ஞேயம். புரியுறது இல்லையோ? விருத்தி ஞானம் இது ஹி பிரசித்தி. தட் alone is பிரசித்தி. I know flower. And what is the object of your knowledge? Flower. I know idli. What is the knowledge of object of your knowledge? Idli. என்ன பெரிய விஷயம்? பிரசித்தி தானே, வெரி பாப்புலர். அத்ரது in your anyatha khyati matam tu what you said, gnēya rajjuhu. gnēya vishayam is rajjuhu, gnānam tu sarpa vishayakam iti. What he is seeing, gnēya vastu is what, object is what, rajju, but what gnānam he has got, sarpam. So gnānam vera eduthe, gnēyam vera eduthe. gnānam anna vritti. And the vritti gnānam always must give that gnēya vastu. But according to you, O anyatha khyati matam, Sānkhya philosopher, not Sānkhya philosopher, Nyāyika, listen, gnānam tu sarpa vishayakamiti. Gnānam is about sarpa, vastu is what, gnēya vastu, rajju. Rajju irukkumbodhu sarpa gnānam eppudu varum? Therefore it should not come. Sutaram viruddham uchyate. It is totally opposite, contradictory. Tasmat chintamanikaram matam, chintamanikaram abhimatam, abhimata anyatha khyati. Chintamanīkara, Nyāyika, Navīna Nyāyika, Gangeshopadhyaya's opinion of that snake is seeing upon the rope is also wrong. In whatever gnēya vastu is there, that alone knowledge should come. And you are talking about snake, gnēya vastu. And what is the object there? Rope. அதனால அது தப்பு. அந்யதா க்யாதேஹி ஆதர அனர்ஹத்வாத். It is not deserve to be adaram, to be taken. Akhyatireva, my akhyati matam alone is sharanam. It is only sharanam for you. You have to come to my matam. Iti Sānkhyaha Prabhakarascha. Sānkhya matam, Prabhakara matam says. இதெல்ல இவனே ரெஃப்யூட் பண்ணணும் நம்ம. இப்போ வாட் இஸ் ஹிஸ் மதம் அது தெரியணும் ஃபஸ்ட்டு. வாட் இஸ் அக்யாதி மதம், இந்த மூணு மதம் தள்ளிட்டா. இப்போ he is talking about his matam. We will read that portion. Akhyati matam rajjau sarpadi brahma dashayam netram samvritti dvara netram swavritti dvara rajvasah sanyucche ayamiti rajjoho samanya jnanam janayati tada sarpasmaranam cha jayate tataha ayam sarpaha iti ज्ञानं जायते तत्र ग्रहण स्मरणात्मक ज्ञानद्वयमस्ति अयमिति रज्जोः सामान्यंश प्रत्यक्षज्ञानं सर्प इति तु पूर्वानुभूत सर्पस्य स्मरण रूपम अपरम ज्ञानम. Akhyati matam, he is presenting his own matam. What is that? இது நல்ல ஜாகிரதையாக கேட்கணும். ஏன்னா நம்ம ஒரு ஃபிட் பண்ண போகிறோம் இது. ஓகே. ரச்சோஹோ சர்ப்பாதி பிரமா தசாயாம். When a person is having erroneous perception, Brahmadashayam means at the time of delusion. When, what is that? Rajjau sarpadi. Upon the rope, seeing the snake or garland or any other object. Netram svavrutti dvara. Netram, the eyes, svavrutti dvara rajva saha sanyujya. Eyes are associated with raju. There is something. When I see, my eyes are contact with what? Rope. Rajva saha. My eyes are contacting with the rope. Ayam iti rajjoho samanya jnanam janayati. Samanya jnanam in what? Rajju. This is rope, he do not know. This is, he knows. This is, he knows. That is called samanya jnana. Samanya amsha. Tada sarpa smaranancha jayate. He remembers the sarpa. Seeing the rope, this is, and remembers the snake, what he saw before. He remembers. Tataha ayam sarpaha iti jnanam jayate. Instead of ayam rajjuhu, ayam sarpaha. This is and sarpa jnanam. Rendu amsham irukka. This is angar amsha, ayam, and sarpa amsha. Ayam, this is belongs to rope. Sarpa belongs to smarana jnanam, remembers the snake. Okay, konjam easier irukkum. Now it is more interesting. Next class we will see that. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari